I thought I would show you a very simple troubleshooting technique to remedy a problem that I've had with these Hampton Bay low voltage outdoor fixtures. I have probably 7 or 8 of these on my property. 8 of this type, and then maybe 1 of these, which is like a pole fixture, which is obviously dismantled and in a state of repair or disrepair. Of these fixtures that I've had, I've probably had to return under warranty at least 3 or 4 of those. And then I've also had to do this process, which I'm about to show you, which is very easy, and it's an easy fix if you have one of these in your array that is going out. Of course, first you'd want to determine, if you're having problems with your lights, you want to determine that it's not the transformer, and that it's not your the wire that is feeding power to these fixtures. So this fix involves these connectors. Let me zoom up here and give you a little bit better view. So basically these two things clamp together like so, with the wire in between, and these 2 sharp points engage with each of the wires and attain a nice firm connection. Now over time, there's no way they can make this waterproof, so over time it's just asking for problems. You get some corrosion, water intrusion in the feed wire, the wire that's delivering the power to this, and it doesn't take long for problems to happen and for lights to be intermittently lighting. So what I have found, so if you take a little bit of steel wool, I'm going to show you this. It involves, though, these little pointy connectors. And so the way these things are built, the point actually extends over to this edge. So that's metal here as well. So if you can remove that and just basically redo this connection, it usually does the trick. So what I'm also going to do is take this battery just to make sure that the light is indeed working. And you can do this by just touching these connectors to the light, or to the battery, I'm sorry. Here we go. And these are polarity specific, I think, so I think that's probably why this wasn't working the other way. So you have to try it both ways. LEDs are polarity specific, unlike incandescent bulbs. So we've confirmed that the LED system is working. There's a lot that can go wrong with the LED system as well. But again, I've found that this is a simple fix that often helps or cures or remedies the issue at hand. So what you need to do is pop out these little spike type contact points, and you can do that with a screwdriver and simply applying a decent amount of pressure. Sometimes a hammer helps. So again, I'm pounding or applying pressure on the area, right here at this metal point, to dislodge this type of connector. And once you have it started, you can take a pair of pliers and usually finish the job. I'm going to do that to both of these. So as you'll see, I have gotten this. It's kind of hard to see because this thing is corroded, and that is the problem with these. I'll just shine this up a little bit just so you can see. Yeah, I don't know if that really helped, but so you see the little metal blade has been dislodged, and I will, with a pair of pliers, remove this. Like so. So you'll see the thing removed. And what I'll do is I'm going to spray this with one of my favorite things in the whole world. It's called Deoxit. It's a product that basically cleans electrical connections, removes some, it does, you know, exactly as the name might imply, removes oxidation. And now I'm going to remove this other spike. So again, removing the contact point, spray it with Deoxit. Take some emery cloth or steel wool, which I seem to have lost, and just shine those up a bit. This is probably less important in the process, but I figured as long as I have these things out, I will clean them up as best I can, just to eliminate any other future issues. All I'm trying to do is just remove a little bit of the oxidation from these. Cap out. These are pretty gunked up. You probably want to pay particular attention to the really sharp points in these. Those are the things that are making the direct contact with the wires. Alright, those are looking better. So, I'm going to zoom this out a little bit. So I'm going to pull out the wires. So if you'll see, the contact point was about right here. So all I'm going to do is, assuming that this is where water was getting into, creeping in and causing some oxidation in the copper wire, I'm just going to clip off this end, get a nice nice new wire. I'm just going to slip this back into the hole like so. It just has to, you know, you can keep going with it, but it just has to be flush with the other side. And then reinsert this spike type device. There's a little L shape to it, and it's so small I'm afraid I can't probably show you, but I'm going to try here. It's L-shaped, so it's indicative of how you need to reinsert it. So what this does is it makes contact with that wire that we just, you know, fed into the plastic piece. And you just want to get it in there a little bit. Take another whack at it with a hammer just to make sure it's set. Like so. And again, all you're looking to do is to get this piece flush with the housing of this clip device. Do the same thing with the other one. Sometimes when you clip it, it does create it gets the wire out of round, so you might have to crimp it a little bit just to get it back into round so it goes through these holes. And again, make sure this wire is flush. Pull it back like so. Line up your newly cleaned contact point. Set it in there just to get loose connection, and then tighten it up by hammer pressure. And there we go. Might want to make sure that your points here are kind of aligned within that channel. You'll notice they can get bent. You know, if you are taking these things on and off a little bit here and there, they can get bent. So any minor adjustments can be made with a screwdriver, like so, just to make sure that they are in the center of that channel. And that should do it. I'm posting this video with the assumption that it will work. If it doesn't work, I'm not going to post the video. So this I have found to solve a light not lighting in your series of lights. I wish you luck. These things are cheap. Again, there's a market for them. People like myself who don't like to spend a lot of money on this sort of thing, whether it's because I don't want to or don't have it. Often I don't have it. So they serve their purpose, but the build quality isn't quite what they should be. But as long as you're prepared to do some simple fixes like this, they'll serve you well. Take care.